This is by far the most important Sunday of the year. What do you mean we're running late? I told you this is when you get the most collection plates. Why haven't you got the most collection plates yet? We have the most people that's ever come into church today. Run my intro.
Big Daddy, no, that's my Big Daddy. I got these people standing, shouting hallelujah. I got these people standing, shouting hallelujah, baby. I got these people standing, shouting hallelujah.
Welcome back to Fire Squad Ministry. This is Sunday service. Very, very special edition. It is Easter. And I know a lot of you guys don't come to church, except for today. So with that being said, we got everything laid out. We got extra fans for you. We bought some fans. Some of them were broken, but now you can use them for your faces. If it's hot in here, your face starts to sweat, don't wipe it on your face. Ladies, your eyebrows might go across the room. Okay, so welcome, saints and sinners. Most of you guys are probably sinners. Welcome. But here at Fire Squad Ministries, we're going to be talking and discussing a couple topics today on this very glorious Easter Sunday. First, very important thing, most of you guys don't go to church, and this is probably your only time coming this year. So we're going to pass along the collection plate so you can tithe and offer. So you might want to tithe 10% of your income annually, just because you might not come back through these doors again. We know how you get down. Last night, a couple of y'all was at the strip club. I seen you. Don't ask me. I didn't see you. People at the church, they seen you. I didn't see you. Anyway, this is where you would donate to. $ LayedBakDFR. He allows us to use his studio. Very phenomenal brother. Very solid. Good guy. So we would need your donations. Certain things that's going wrong at the church toilet. In the women's room, you probably seen the toilet. You women, some of the loads that you drop off in those toilets, and then you try to flush it, and then it doesn't flush. Some of you women need to change your diet. You need to let go of some of that meat and that pork, all right? Because some of that stuff is getting stuck in that toilet, and neither one of y'all is there to fess up and say who did it, okay? So some of y'all need to change your diets. But we need money to fix things like that for women in their bowel movements. Different things like that. So, but today we're talking about Joe Budden. Is it beef on the Joe Budden podcast? Him and Maul, they were talking about eating dick. I know y'all not used to this type of stuff on in service, but I'm a new generation age pastor, Reverend Big Daddy. And if I am your pastor congregation, I need you in the comments to say, that's my pastor. Let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to start with the Maul Joe Budden beef. I almost choked on that one. Pause. So, and we're also going to talk about, are you ready for this? Maybe you're not ready for it. We'll save it. All right, so is it beef going on? Now, on the Joe Budden podcast, these guys are on tour. They're actually coming to Atlanta soon. I expect to see more people in my church than at the Joe Budden podcast. But I know how you guys operate. It's sold out already. We're not sold out at the church yet. I can't get your soul or your money. Which one you gonna give? Jesus Christ. But, so these guys are obviously busy. They're tired. They're working hard. So I think we might be getting some really, really good content in the midst of what's going on. But we're also going to talk about Kodak Black as well. He dropped a track, Expeditiously. He didn't say expeditiously in his rap. Matter of fact, I don't think, we'll get into that later. So this is what I've heard on the Joe Budden podcast. Is it beef? Is these guys tired from working too hard? Who's eating dick? Let's get into it.
Different groups that agree with different
No, but I'm talking like
I don't control all of them.
No, but when you say shit, they're gonna be like, oh yeah, you eat dick. No. Have y'all watched the episode of The Pull Up?
The Pull Up is Joe Budden's Pull Up, where he pulls up to different artists and talk to different artists. So Maul is saying, you're basically saying you can sway people by saying we eat dick. Have you guys seen this guy operate on his show, The Pull Up? Insinuating, let's let him
He's
That's all it is.
insinuating some things.
Is this the case?
I mean, I can say that's eating dick.
What's eating dick? I don't know where he was going with that.
When you say we be eating dick.
When did I say he was eating dick? You don't even know where I was going. You
No,
don't even know
on
where
here. You just said it.
That's not where I was going, but I'm with you.
No, but that's what you just said. You was like, the fans are catching on. And that's what you're implying to.
No, it's not. I was going somewhere totally different.
What were you implying just now?
So things got heated. You have to listen to the full episode to hear what happened, but Maul got offended. You're always trying to say we are eating dick. Whatever that means, congregation. Excuse my language. Most of us here are grown and adults. We either have dicks or we've seen dicks. Let's just keep it real. I have one. Ask your girl about it. Anyway, so is it really rumblings going on? Because when you get in high stress situations, you get in tense situations, the true colors start to show. Now, these boys are on tour, traveling all across the country doing their podcast. They're up late, they're traveling, they're not eating well, they're not sleeping well, and they're having to do, I think in this week alone, 6 podcasts in 1 week. Tension are rising. So I think in this moment here, we've seen true colors come out. You can tell that Maul is getting upset with Joe Budden by keep insinuating that these guys are they just ride the coattails of whoever they discuss and talk about. Don't I look good today? Hold on. We got it's matching. And then my shades. I know the women in the front row see me looking good. You see me looking good. I see you looking good too in the front. Women, when you sit in the front in this area here and you have on a dress with no cover over it, what do you think I'm looking at? All right, sidetracked. But anyway, so you can tell this was a real moment. Now, it got quiet for a minute. You even heard people whistling Dixie in the back. But they switched it really quickly, got right back on topic. But you can tell there's some tension going on. Maul doesn't like how Joe is portraying them to the audience. Now, these guys are very big, pause. Over 1 million views or listens or listeners a week on their podcast. Over 1.5 million, actually, I think. Very big show. So, you can tell it's starting to get to Maul a little bit. I don't like how you're trying to control the narrative by saying these things about me. They're not true. But because who you are in your voice, you can sway a lot of people. Now, this is a very interesting topic because this is what the internet is about. Based on who people like, that's whose story they go with. They don't care about the facts, and you know what? I don't give a fuck about the facts. So if you're listening to me, you should just be here for me. Don't care about the facts. Just say I'm right. Fuck them. You know I'm right. I'm with him. If you with me, you with him. He's with me. Fuck them. All right? So what I'm saying is this, guys. The narrative can be changed at the drop of a dime, with or without facts at all, and people will believe you just because of who you are on your platform. Maul is basically saying the same thing. So I think that was just a small glimpse inside of what's probably really happening inside of the camp. I don't think it's probably any beef, but you can tell there is a little bit of, yo, brother, get off of that. Stop trying to dictate that we don't do this and we don't do that and you do. All right? So just something small that I peeped out this week. You can definitely go check that podcast out, where you can hear the full episode and hear those guys going back and forth. Very, very funny episode and very funny, entertaining group of guys. So we're going to get into this Kodak Black situation here. Kodak Black drops his diss record to T.I. Expeditiously. It came out, LayedBakDFR, he reacted to it. Utter bullshit. What is this guy thinking? Do he think he's going to win a battle between T.I. with that crock of shit? Hold on for a second. Tell me, people, do you think he thinks that this is going to be the record that takes him out of here for that? T.I. is going to obliterate him expeditiously. Can you spell obliterate expeditiously? I can't. If you can, do it in the comments. Enlighten me. as I enlighten you through him, Oboshoto, RoboCop. But people, we have to take into consideration who Kodak Black is and where Kodak Black is from. His language is very different, but the disrespect is still the same. I feel these older guys should definitely come down on Kodak Black. Not hurt him, do any of those type of things, but try to enlighten the brother. But meet him where he is. Sometimes you can't take brothers here when they're here. You have to meet them here to get them there. You like that, don't you? I know you do, I do. I made it up. It might not be true. I don't give a fuck about the facts. All right, so those are my topics for today. Joe Budden Podcast. Is it beef or not? Kodak Black, like I said the last week, sit your ass down, brother. Especially after that trash ass record, sit your ass down, bro. I don't think that's it, player. I don't think that's it. Also, welcome to all my Easter babies. Hope you're not gonna be a devil baby tomorrow. You can come back next Sunday. I'll be here, shining. I look good this week. Maybe I should do this more often for the women. I mean, for the Lord. Anyway, make sure you donate, guys. We need it. Also, shout out to my guy LayedBak. Very interesting week for you, brother. I was watching the whole time. Solid, brother. Also, I'll see you in next week's service. Sunday service. I was late this week. Don't ask me why. All right? I'll see you next time. Peace and blessings.